Brand new video today here at Mullen Automotive, ticker MULN, you guys. 49 cents here today. Again, it's down 20%. Down 20% here, you guys. Let's not forget, we got the reverse stock split 12 days ago or 11 days ago, right? Jumped up to $1. Actually, let's look at the month. Jumped up to $1 because of the split. It was at $1.08, you guys, back here on whatever day this was. August 11th, yeah. August 11th, right? I think August 11th was a Thursday or a Friday, not really sure. Market closed here was at $1.07 for the week, I believe. And then starting even last week, right, towards the end of last week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, started to fall. And then yesterday and today was at 69 cents yesterday, down another 20%, 20 cents here today to 49 cents. I made a video yesterday talking about there was some PR that had come out. You can see it right here. Mullen Automotive announces a milestone. The first EV Mullen 3 truck has been completed essentially and off the finish line. And I talked about yesterday how, you know, it seems to like literally like clockwork that whenever there's FUD or whenever there's essentially Mullen price continues to fall, we then see, you know, just some PR that's put out by Mullen. And again, I'm just want to make this video not to even FUD Mullen, because, you know, from a standpoint of just an EV company, right, and the renewable energy sector that we are in the United States and how I personally feel about it, I do, you know, I feel positive about what Mullen Automotive is doing, right? A small EV company trying to make it, a US based company trying to make it. I don't want to slander or like specifically talk down, you know, on what they're trying to do, because it is very, very difficult. And for me to, you know, sit here and make these YouTube videos and talk badly about specifically a company like in a super negative way, I try to not do that, because again, what they're trying to do here is very positive for the world, and it is something that is very difficult to do. But from a shareholder standpoint, right, and to be fully transparent, I'm not a current bag holder of Mullen Automotive. I made that very clear in a lot of videos, and I've also made that clear that I'm not recommending you put Mullen on a watch list. I'm not recommending you DCA into Mullen or anything like that, because look at where we kind of are, right? Look at where we are. We've seen the reverse split and still here, right? This is where we were before the split. 16 cents, 14 cents, 12 cents. Reverse split happens, $1.08. Now back to 49 cents here, down 19% today. So I just want to reiterate that what I'm talking about here is strictly just my opinions, and I don't want to just bash Mullen, because at the same time, you know, to EV plays always, right, and especially in the US, US based companies, especially in the EV sector, are kind of longer term plays regardless. So I just want to reiterate that, you guys, that I'm not saying Mullen is horrendous as a company or anything like that. I just want to keep that in mind. But Mullen here, trading volume, 14th highest traded stock in the market today. We're not seeing insane trading volume across the board. eBet continues to just trade insanely amount of volume here, 156 million. But you get Mullen, 14th most heavily traded stock in the market, 55 million trades of Mullen. But I wanted to just share and go over this article here, specifically. Can be another split to regain NASDAQ compliance. Right, this Investor Place article, I will link, I will put a link to the article in the description below this video. But you can see here, can Mullen split its shares again to regain NASDAQ compliance? Yes, but there's some big caveats that suggest it won't. So the EV startup had just undergone a 1-for-9 reverse split on August 11th, as you can see here, and the company needed to keep its stock price above $1 for 10 consecutive days. You know, you can see here for the first several days, things seemed to go Mullen's way. Every time shares sank below $1, buyers would jump in to keep price aloft. One final buying spree on August 15th drove prices from $98 to $1, but that was it. August 16th, the price went down. 98 cents was the price on August 16th, snapping its win streak. According to NASDAQ listing rules, it faces potential delisting when markets open on September 6th, you guys. We're talking about September 6th. We're talking about 2 weeks from today, me recording this video. And that would essentially put Mullen in the OTC markets, which I've read some comments, people talking about at this point they may almost prefer Mullen on the OTC market, or you know, people are speculating that the CEO prefers Mullen on the OTC market. So definitely interesting. I think when we talk about another split, I think that would be absolutely insane for just shareholder confidence, and specifically how shareholders are going to be feeling about Mullen moving forward. If if they do essentially do that, right? Like, would be absolutely crazy in my opinion, right? So to regain compliance, most that fall below $1 receive a 180-day grace period, which typically can be extended by another 180 days. That exception has allowed hundreds of stocks to trade under $1 for extended periods. As of August 21st, 329 different companies are trading under $1 at this current time. So it's not like, like I think the NASDAQ gives a ton of leeway as far as just like what's approved or what's not approved, as far as just like being able to stay above $1, right? So you can see here the NASDAQ has some guardrails against excessive reverse stock splits according to the 5800 series rules. If a company security fails to meet the continued listing requirement for minimum bid price and the company has effected one or more reverse splits over the 2-year period with a cumulative ratio of 250 shares or more to 1, then companies should not be eligible for any compliance period specified in this rule. So it's likely why the Mullen split its shares a second time by only 1-for-9 on August 11th, because it had already gone a 1-for-25 reverse splits. The latest round was the maximum it could have done without exceeding the 1-for-250 ratio. The rule is slightly concerning. Companies can reverse split by more than 1-for-250 if they want. The only penalty is that they become ineligible for 180-day extension window mentioned above. So essentially, if they do a 1-for-25 split, which would put it back above $1, they wouldn't be eligible for that 180-day extension window, which they're going to most likely need if they don't do it. So they're definitely in a difficult spot here, you guys, in my opinion. And I think it's tough for Mullen, right? Obviously, it's super tough for shareholders. Any video I make, I get a ton of comments saying that people have given up on this stock, etc., etc. And it's crazy because people are talking about that when yesterday, like, you get what would normally be a strong catalyst and a strong PR announcement of an EV vehicle being finished off the assembly line. But if you put, that gets put out in the open, but there's nothing but negative sentiment towards Mullen at this current time, even with a bullish announcement like this. So it is tough, you guys. I just, for me personally, don't know what would happen if there was another reverse split. I just think for investor interest and just for people that are shareholders or longtime shareholders of Mullen, I think it'd be extremely tough for people to wrap their head around that and feel confident about continuing to hold this stock. So again, let me know in the comments below you guys feel about MULN stock. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.